This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Now, if you've been thinking about creating a website and you're not really sure where to start, Squarespace has you covered. Alright guys, so earlier this week I released a top 10 true wireless earbud video, and a lot of you guys were wanting a budget video. So today I decided to go ahead and do a top 10 video, but this is strictly on pairs that are under $50. So this list is constantly changing because there are always new ones being added to the list, but there's also updates to some, and then some once I try them more that can kind of switch places. But as of right now, these are my top 10 true wireless earbuds under $50. So let's go ahead and start with number 10. Number 10 I just reviewed yesterday on the channel, and that is the brand new JLAB Go Air. Now this is a pair that comes in at $30. It has AAC and SBC playback. It has an IPX5 rating, so this is a pair that you can go out if you're going to run and exercise and not have to worry about sweat and stuff like that. Now, as far as the battery life on them, you're going to get around 5 hours individually, with around 20 hours total using the case. But one of the features I really like is it has the fast charge feature, where if you pick your earbuds up and they are dead, a quick 15-minute charge will get you around an hour's worth of use. Now the case here is very special because one thing I like, and a lot of people don't necessarily care for this, but the case has the charging cable actually built in. Now as far as the controls on here, they have touch controls that work extremely well, and they're able to control everything. So track control, volume control, play, pause, all of that stuff you can do within the earbuds themselves. Now the sound on these were also very impressive, but what makes the JLAB special compared to some of the others is it actually has the 3 different EQ settings built into the earbuds. So if you want bass boost, you can use that. If you want more of a balanced sound, you can use that. But I prefer the signature sound, which boosts the bass, boosts the treble, and it's just giving you a little bit more out of the frequencies. So the JLAB Go Airs coming in at $30 are at number 10. So now number 9 on the list is the ENACFIRE F1s. Now this pair comes in at $50, but is actually 20% off right now on Amazon. Now these have aptX playback, but they have an IPX8 waterproof rating. So this is one of those you can definitely do whatever you need to do and not have to worry about. You can even take a shower with these. If you want to swim, obviously if you're underwater, it's not going to work too well, but while you're swimming and above water, you just don't have to worry about them. Now the battery life is also some of the best that I've seen. You're gonna get around 8 hours on the earbuds individually, or you're gonna get around 208 hours total using the case. And another bonus about the case, also has external charging. So you can plug your phone or your tablet or whatever into the case itself, and it will also give you a little extra battery. Now the controls on here are touch control, and they control everything but the volume. Now this is one thing I would have liked to have seen differently on these, as I prefer to have volume control on the earbuds themselves. Now when it comes to the sound is very vibrant and very detailed. The bass I really like on these because it's also very accurate. It's not trying to do too much, it's not trying to be overpowering, but it is a very clean bass with a nice quick punch to it. Same thing with the mids and the treble, everything is just very detailed. And that's what makes the ENACFIRE F1s an excellent buy at $50, and that's what puts them at number 9. So now let's take a quick break to hear from today's sponsor. Alright, so now may be as good a time as any to finally create that website you've been wanting to do. A lot of businesses going to lean towards doing things online, and Squarespace made it extremely easy for me to create my own because they had amazing tools and templates, a lot of things to choose from, and then they also make it very easy to look at your analytics by using features they have as well. So if you are interested in checking out Squarespace and creating your own website, just head on over to squarespace.com/Gamesky where you can save 10%. And again, I'd like to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the review. So now moving over to number 8. Number 8 on the list is the VOTOMY TWS V22s. Now right now these are $50 on Amazon, but they have a $10 off coupon. So you can pick these up for $40. These also have aptX playback, and they also have an IPX7 rating. So this is another pair that you can go out and not have to worry about because these can also be submerged into water. Now battery life on these, you're going to get around 6 hours in individually with around 36 hours total using the case. And again, this is a case that you can also charge things externally. So again, you can plug your phone into this case and just get a little bit of extra battery life. Now, these also utilize touch controls, and I'm happy to say that these control everything. And one of the important things about these are some of the most comfortable and best fitting earbuds that I've tried. Now, the sound of these are just excellent. These have more of an open feel to them, but they are very, very detailed. And above all, these are some of the loudest that I've heard. So if you like to hear things loud, if you like to just turn your music up and just blast your ears, this is the pair that you'd want to do that with. And that's what makes the VOTOMY TWS V22s a great buy at $50, and that's what puts them in at number 8. Now, number 7 on the list has been one of those pairs that's been hanging around for me for a while. I'm a real huge fan of these for a lot of reasons, but the Tranya T3 is an excellent buy, coming in at $40. Now, it says they have class 1 Bluetooth. I'm not sure what that is in comparison to like Bluetooth 5.0. The IPX rating is IPX5, so these you wouldn't want to submerge into water, but you still can go out, and if you sweat heavily or if it rains or whatever, you still will be fine. Now, the battery life on these, you're going to get around 8 hours on the earbuds with around 60 hours total using the case. Now, these utilize button controls, but the controls control everything. The one negative about these compared to all of the other ones, if you do like to use your earbuds individually, you can only use the left by itself. So if you're one of those that like to use your earbuds separately, you can't do that with the right on these. But when it comes to the sound, they have thunderous bass, like subwoofer type bass. If you like that kind of feeling, which I'm a huge fan of, but if you also like to hear your other frequencies just as clear, this is the pair to get. And that's what makes the Tranya T3s an excellent pickup at $40, and that's why they come in at number 7. So number 6 on the list is the MPOW M20s. This pair you can get for $50 right now, and they actually have a $5 off coupon. So you can pick these up for $45. These have aptX playback, and they also have an IPX7 rating. So again, this is another one on the list that you can go do what you need to do, and you don't have to worry. Now, when it comes to the battery life of these, on the earbuds individually, you're getting around 6 hours, but with the case, you're getting around 106 hours total. And this is another one of those cases that also allows for external charging. It's just a nice bonus to have on your earbuds when you can plug your phone into the charging case and get a little bit of a boost of battery. Now, when it comes to the controls of the earbuds, they are touch control and they control everything. Now, the sound of these is what impressed me, because with MPOW products in the past, I've never really just been blown away, but something about the sound of these was just very clean, it was very detailed, and it didn't have one frequency that was overpowering another. So you're getting a very nice, clean, accurate bass that has some punch to it, but you're getting some very clean mids where vocals always seem to stand out, and just a very detailed treble that kind of pulled apart a lot of details and instruments that get lost in a lot of other earbuds. So I just felt like the MPOW M20s were an excellent value, coming in at $50, and that's what puts them in at number 6 on the list. So number 5 on the list is probably the most interesting name on the list, and that's the TRONSMART SPUNKY Beats. They come in at $40 and have some very impressive features. Now, they have aptX and AAC playback with an IP rating of IPX5. So this is a pair you don't want to submerge into water, but for everything else, you're gonna be okay. Now, the battery life on these, you're getting around 7 hours individually on the earbuds with around 24 hours total using the case. Now, another thing with this case that I like is it has a built-in cable. So you can charge the earbud case just by simply popping out the cable that's on there, but they also have an external cable if you want to use them that way. So they are giving you those options. Now, another huge plus with these is the earbuds and the case itself are very small. So if you like a very compact feel with your electronics, this definitely covers that. Now, when it comes to the earbuds themselves, they utilize touch controls, and I'm happy to say that they control everything. Now, the sound on these are very, very vibrant with a lot of focus on the treble. The treble is very, very detailed, and some people might find them to be a little bit bright. I actually like this sound because I like the details that it's picking up while keeping things extremely clear. And the bass on these kind of have an airiness to it that allows for a lot of distance. So they kind of feel like you're in a more open environment with a lot of focus on details. And for me, that was a very interesting sound signature. And that's what puts the TRONSMART Spunky Beats in at number 5. So now moving over to number 4. Number 4 on the list are the EARFUN Freeze. Now this is a pair that I originally reviewed when they were on Indiegogo. They officially have their release, and they still kept the price tag at $50 while adding some nice features. These do have Bluetooth 5.0 with an extremely solid connection. They were very good with watching videos. I didn't experience any kind of lag or anything like that. And they have an IPX7 rating. So again, this is a pair that you can just do whatever, and you never have to worry if you happen to drop them in water. Now, when it comes to the battery life you're getting around 6 hours individually, with around 30 hours total using the case. But a huge bonus here is the case is a Qi wireless charging case. So you can come in, drop this on a wireless charger, and it will start charging. Now, as far as the controls, these actually utilize the button controls, but I'm happy to say they control everything. Again, I don't know why, but a lot of earbuds just seem to drop volume control. So I'm very happy to see when earbuds include all your controls on the earbuds. Now, when it comes to the sound, these have a very nice punch to it. They are very detail oriented, but the bass has a tighter, impactful punch where the mids have a very nice forward feel. Feels like the vocalist was right here in front of you. And then the treble is very nice and detailed. These don't necessarily get close to being bright, so it just feels like it has a very nice balanced overall sound. And that's what puts the EARFUN Freeze in at number 4. All right, so now we're moving into the top 3. These could easily be switched out at any time, and a lot of these on the list could be, but right now the FIIL T1X comes in at number 3, and these retail for $50. This is a pair that I've recommended to a lot of people, and pretty much everybody that's tried them has been extremely happy. The one thing that's been added since my review, these are now compatible with an app that you can get that has a bunch of different EQ settings. So kind of depending on what sound you like, you will be able to find that within their app. Now they also have aptX, AAC, and SBC playback. The IP rating on these are IPX5. And the battery life, you're getting around 6 hours individually on the earbuds, where you're gonna get around 24 hours total using the case. But a huge plus with these is they also have a fast charge feature where you can charge them for 15 minutes and get 2 hours worth of use. Now the controls on here are touch controls, and I'm happy to say that they control everything. Now, a huge bonus with these, in my opinion, is they have some of the best isolation that I've heard on a pair of truly wireless earbuds that doesn't necessarily have noise canceling. So right when you put them in your ears, you automatically just hear them kind of block out a lot of your outside surroundings, which allows you to focus in on the music. Now, when it comes to listening to music, the sound on these have a very explosive feel to them. The bass has a really nice impact. It's a very thick bass, but it still holds an accurate feel to it. It goes very nice with the rest of the frequencies, where the mids have a very natural feel to them, where the treble is tuned up a little bit to kind of counterpart that boosted bass. So overall, it's just a very dynamic sound, and the FIIL T1X is an excellent pickup at $50, and that's why they come in at number 3. So number 2 on the list, this is a very interesting choice for me, and then when I do my top 10 list, I always just pick one from a brand, so it's not, a top 10 list of several different products coming from the same company. And number 2 on the list is the SOUNDPEATS TRUESHIFT 2. This could have easily been the SOUNDPEATS True Engine as well, but the reason I picked the TRUESHIFT 2 is the more that I use them and I look at the value for the price, because they only come in at $46, they're just giving you a lot of bang for your buck. Now these have Bluetooth 5.0 and I didn't experience any lag with watching videos. It was a very stable connection, and they also have an IPX7 waterproof rating. So this is a pair, again, that you're not spending a lot of money, but you don't have to worry about if you're going to be out and about. Now the battery life on these, you're getting around 5 hours individually, but a huge plus here is with the case, you're getting around 100 hours total. And another bonus with the case is it also has external charging so that you can plug other devices into it and just get that little bit of boost in battery. Now the TRUESHIFT 2s also use touch controls, and I'm happy to say that they control everything. Now when it comes to the sound, I think this is what separates these from some of the other ones on the list. It has a very nice warm sound signature with very boomy bass. So if you are a bass head that likes to feel that subwoofer type feel that little bit of rumble when things kick in, this is the pair you definitely want to check out. They also have a warmer tone when it comes to the mids, which adds to the vocalist sounding very natural. And the same thing with the treble. The treble has a lot of detail, but it also kind of retains that warm sound. And for $46, the SOUNDPEATS TRUESHIFT 2 is just an excellent choice, and kind of surprising that it's all the way up to number 2. So number 1 on the list is one of those that has just gotten better. It's one of those that a lot of people come back and thank me that I even recommended them. And the SIFI BOMAKERs are an excellent pickup at $50. They have aptX and AAC playback. They also have an IPX7 rating. So again, another pair that you can submerge into water and not worry about. Battery life is also impressive because you can get 7 hours individually on the earbuds with around 30 hours total using the case. Now the case and the earbuds are also extremely tiny. When you put the earbuds in your ear, they almost automatically just block out your surroundings. So they have very nice isolation without having active noise canceling. They do use button controls, but I'm happy to say that the controls control everything. Now the sound to me is what makes these so special. This is some of the most dynamic sound that you're going to get. So when it comes to bass, you're getting that definite just subwoofer rumble, but when it comes to treble, you're also getting treble that's tuned up to the point of almost being too bright. So everything is very clean and detailed, but you're still getting that impactful bass that has a lot of punch to it. The mids are pushed forward where it feels like the vocalist is in front of you. It never feels like the vocalist is getting lost in everything. It's just so impressive what you're able to get for $50. And that goes for any of these on the list. But there's something special about the sound in the SIFI BOMAKERs that make them come in at number 1. Now guys, I know this was kind of a quick run through. Do understand that these are not the full-on reviews. It's kind of hard to do a top 10 list and kind of keep the video from running so long. If you guys are interested in checking out any of these earbuds, I am gonna have links to each one of these below. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.